Yeah, the last time I did this was actually on the opening day of LCS free agency like 2 years ago.
What are you thinking of CLG so far?
It's good. I mean, it's been an eventful first couple of weeks. I think we're on week 3, but the last 2 weeks have been a lot about, getting to meet everyone in the company, getting to meet all of our players. I still haven't met everyone yet, but I've at least met the folks on the ground in LA, and so far so good. I think some learning experiences, some stuff to work on, but I'm still in the process of kind of getting my feet under me and getting a sense of what it is I'll need to work on with the highest priority over the next couple of weeks.
What are you most hopeful for?
For CLG, I think what I'm most hopeful for is just coming in and providing some new direction. I think there's actually a lot going on at the org and a lot of passion at the org in terms of the stuff that we've been working on across the board, not just in League of Legends, and figuring out how to tap into that and how to serve our fans and do a bunch of cool stuff is definitely on the plate of the things that I'll need to work on for sure.
As part of a long-term plan for the future, former Evil Geniuses executive Greg Kim was named head of CLG.
Well, I'm Greg Kim. I'm the new head of CLG, so I'll be stepping into the org and running and leading the entire organization, from our competitive operations to marketing and partnerships to working with the folks back in New York at Madison Square Garden. One of the reasons I was super excited to come into this job is that I grew up a New Yorker. I grew up a Knicks fan for a lot of my life, and I have a lot of treasured memories back in Madison Square Garden. So obviously with CLG being an MSG property, we're a team for the Garden just as much as the Knicks, the Rangers, and everyone else are. And I think for me, what I'm excited about is to really dig in with the folks both here and there and really think about the identity portion and the strategic alignment element of it. Excited to be leading the entire organization and setting a direction and a North Star for us to move and grow into the future. At EG, I was in a role where I was really focused on the competitive results, diving into each one of our teams, thinking about our rosters and how we would go out into our esports and compete. But here it'll be partially that, but it'll also be thinking about how to move the organization forward, how to better connect with our fans through marketing, how to sell more partnerships, and how to continue some of the exciting programs that we have going on across the board. In some ways, not to get too nostalgic, but a dream come true to work for my hometown sports org alongside one of the most storied orgs in esports.
Greg joined CLG in the middle of a roller coaster LCS split. The highs were high and the lows were low. For CLG, no moment felt higher than in Week 3, where Coach Galen brought an unorthodox style back into play.
So now I'm looking at CLG's draft. What would make it a little better would probably, oh my God, that was not thinking about that champion.
What? I forgot this champion was in the game. What?
Last year found Vi with my jungler Fragus, and we found a ton of success, had it banned against us a lot. So going into this week, it was sort of the off-meta pick that I really knew how to draft well, something that I believe is very strong for a lot of different reasons. So this is kind of my baby. Not nervous, but really excited to see how we do.
Three different targets. FBI wants to stay safe in the belly of Huhi, but now he's going to be spit out with 1 kill already over to CLG. Make it 2 and put them both on Broxa. He finds a little bit of damage with the follow-up showing up. FBI's your target yet again. Showstopper, health bar popper. Haymaker to get it done. Double kill over to Finn. Deathlessly, they will make a statement here that CLG is ready to play some League of Legends. Let's go!
The bright smiles on that stage, man. They were hungry for a win, and they get it against one of the best teams in the league.
Nice game. Now you got what's the answer.
Well, it worked. Yeah, that was awesome for sure. That was probably one of the most fun moments I've had as a coach, just watching everyone, watching us team fight so well, communicate so decisively and confidently. I mean, just a ton of growth from the guys. So being their coach, I mean, it was just perfect.
Bye for CLG. They have got to feel good about turning this year around.
They are putting the league on notice. CLG is here to play this weekend. They got the bye back-to-back games, the Galio, the Recon, the Core.
We picked Lissandra instead of Gallia.
Oh, that's actually Galen. You're a mad genius.
Same champ, right?
Yeah, it's basically the same thing.
Yeah, different colors.
Right back in the support, a Quadra knockup. The kickback does the same. Lissandra over the top, and it's just a bloodbath. CLG getting kill after kill. The sea of red in the kill feed.
And they have been playing.
CLG! 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 CLG!
Hello there, CLG fans. Believe it or not, we just had a 3-year weekend.
Unfortunately, Vigalio would not be enough, and that 3-0 weekend was followed by a 1-11 slide. It was determined that a roster change was needed.
We have a group of guys who have been around the League of Legends scene for quite some time. They've had lots of success on other teams. Some of them are world's caliber, world's experienced players, and they know what it's like to be at the highest of highs. And and when you're encountering some of like the lower points of your career, it's, how do you find it within yourself and find it within your teammates to support one another? And insofar as it comes to like making changes to the roster, like roster swaps, especially mid-season, are never easy. I had to do it once at Evil Geniuses last year when we put in Golden Glue and Huni into our starting roster, and it's never the microcosm of that one moment. It's about everything that happened that built up within the team or within like the competitive organization, and how different players and how different coaches see the situation.
CLG made the tough call to replace veteran mid laner Poe Belter with Damonte.
What's up, guys? My name is Tanner Damonte, and I go by the name Damonte. That was kind of weird. What's up, guys? My name is Damonte. I'm the mid laner for CLG. Is it Tanner time? I mean, it's always Tanner time. That's also weird.
With Tanner specifically, he's a player who brings a lot of energy in and brings a lot of chemistry into the environment. He has that team spirit and he has that positive mentality and he has that ambition to perform and to see his teammates perform.
I've been trying to do like an extra effort for sure with the mental side of things. I feel like our first game of LCS, we were about to just walk to the stage with like no huddle or anything. I just like pulled everyone together. I was like, yo boys, like
just go out there and we play well. We get past minute 4 this time. We're gonna do a lot better than yesterday. And once we pass minute 4, we figure out what to do as a team. We take all the information we have because we're really good at getting the information. We just need to make a plan with that. All right? We got this. Let's go. All right. Let's make plans. Let's go. Minute 5. Let's do team. Team on 3. 1, 2, 3, team!
I gave them some motivational words, like yada, 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 just trying to help them get a little bit fired up, I think that's what the team needs. Definitely needs some fire before the matches. And yeah, I've been taking the boys out to go get some food and stuff. Just trying to make them realize that being a pro gamer is actually pretty cool. It's actually not all terrible, even though sometimes when you're in the heat of stuff, it can feel really bad.
Tanner was definitely a positive influence to the environment from what I see, and from what our coaches and our GMs saw, a good opportunity to just bring someone in and try to shake things up.
I think the circumstances that I'm walking into and that the entire team has to face for these last 3 weeks are like monumental. I think my goal is to close out the season. I'm kind of staying away from thinking about outcomes. I feel like I just really want the last couple weeks of the season to have our team play as well as we can together and get as good as we can within these couple weeks.
The next couple of weeks are really about trying to unlock our guys and trying to really enable them to showcase their talent and put their best foot forward. And if we get wins, great, but I think in the broader scheme of things, like, we want these guys to be able to play with pride.
On Friday night, with their playoff hopes in jeopardy, CLG goes into battle with fellow playoff bubble team Golden Guardians.
When no one has faith, that's when CLG strikes.
Yeah.
I don't see it happening, but you know what? Never say never. They brought in Damonte. They have like a new vibe on that team. Yeah. There's someone right now out there that believes.
Turtle's gonna be dropped pretty rapidly, but already the Rel has fallen, and Turtle's alive! CLG, you count him out, but they are staying in this one. Ablazeol's on the run, he's running for his life, barely stays alive. Here to die, Damonte with a flank TP, gets him a 2-for-1. And just like that, look at the gold. It is finally back in CLG's favor. It's been half an hour. Topwatch is in, Broxa's there as well, and they have clapped absolutely everyone. CLG get the Budlight ace, they get the comeback victory, and to begin that slow and steady march toward playoffs.
That one is a satisfying ace for CLG.
Friday's win may provide some excitement to the end of a long split, but win or lose, Greg is determined to keep CLG moving in the right direction.
Going into how we move forward, not just this season, but into future off seasons, really thinking about how we're setting ourselves up for success and what our competitive identity is going to be a priority. When you have an identity like that, when you have a cohesive vision and a plan like that, that's something very strong to build around, and it really gives a North Star for an org. We're all working together, we all understand we're in this together, and we can take things to the next level.